Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We got exciting news this morning. Very uncharacteristic. Early morning announcement. First thing in the office, apparently. We got a new mini assault battle style event coming. Not quite an assault battle, but it's kind of this new era type thing with Duel of the Fates and Peridia Patrol. But it's a little bit different. It's only 3 tiers this time, so a little bit interesting. But the biggest news is that it is going to be requiring Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano. So finally, an event that is tied to her. Feels a little bit weird that it's coming out like nearly, I don't know, what are we, a year after her release? Kind of interesting in that regard. Because on one hand, it's like it's not really tied to the character investing in the character early, but then on the other hand, it's super accessible to people because Ahsoka's already been out for a year, right? There's a little bit of a reason why it's not the most accessible, but it's accessible when we break it down. So let's go ahead and look at the event over here. We got Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun. I don't think that's going to be the name. Coven of Shadows is the event name. So hello Holotable heroes, dark whispers stir across the galaxy as the Coven of Shadow event emerges. Face the vengeful Morgan Elspeth, her relentless death troopers, Peridia, and legions of night troopers in a new limited time event that will test the strength of your newest heroes. Newest heroes. I think, it's just, I think this might have been supposed to come at a different point, and they had to readjust things. Let's see, if it was supposed to come at the end of the Bad Batch era or around that time, and we had an event that was canceled. I don't know. It could be something about this, maybe. Event overview. The Coven of Shadows event features 3 escalating tiers of difficulty and rewards. You'll need to call upon Padawan Sabine Wren and Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano to confront the darkness surrounding Peridia. Players will be able to sim future runs of this event if they achieve 3 stars in a tier. Very important to note, even though canonically or in the show Ezra Bridger was there, he is not a requirement to unlock him. This is very free to play friendly for CG, even though Galactic Legend or not Galactic Legend basically no even though Ezra Bridger has been in the game for a while now. Obviously he's not, I don't know if he's in Proving Grounds. He might just be going to Proving Grounds, but in any case, this is very, very nice of them to not include him. They're actually giving you a borrowed one, so you can still use him thematically in the event. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at Tier 1 requirements. Padawan Sabine Wren at any investment. Then we got borrowed Ezra Bridger, and then you're facing off against Morgan Elspeth and Night Troopers. Reward is a ton of credits, and then character shards. So this is matching normal Tier 1, Tier 2 of the new style assault battles and kind of the era battles, right? So when we look at Tier 2, now we're going to need Padawan Sabine Wren at 7 stars. So you go ahead and get the shards from here. It's not going to be a given necessarily because you also get Huyang and General Syndulla. So this is kind of an event geared towards getting you ready for Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano if you don't already have her, which is nice, right? And so then again, you get the borrowed Ezra Bridger, Morgan Elspeth, Death Trooper, Peridias, and Night Troopers. Looks like they added a new enemy, so it's not going to be the same exact event or same exact battle. Like a lot of these things are super repetitive. Rewards, more credits. Then we get Chirotechs. Hopefully we have another use coming for Chirotechs. Maybe. I don't know if hopefully is the word, but I think we might have another use for Chirotechs in that salvage for the droid brains or the new signal data that's coming with the economy update. And then we get more character shards, 10 or 15, 10 or 15 to General Syndulla. Obviously Padawan Sabine Wren's not here because you already have her. And then the last tier, which requires Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano at Relic 9. Enemies, Morgan Elspeth alone. You get 5 million credits, which is kind of common for those era battles, I think. I'm not entirely sure about the new assault battles. I can't remember the credit total. But you're going to get 3 things in here. You're going to get one of the following. You're going to get either one of the signal datas. Interestingly, the new one is not included here, but that could change later on. And then you get one of the following relic materials: in middle data cards, impulse detectors, or magnifiers, which is nice. And then you get droid brains or gear to keypads, which is the ore hurts. No telling how much we'll be able to refresh this event, but hey, it's something. And you know, when we talked about a little bit about whether or not this is entirely accessible, well, Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano requires 3 R9s. If you have 3 R9s to be able to get Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano, you definitely have access to R9s and R9 materials, and you can go ahead and Relic 9 the GL, which a lot of people already have. So this is just a given for people like me, but also most of the player base that actually has Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano already. So in any case, it's not hard to go ahead and Relic 9 Ahsoka Tano if you already Relic 9'd 3 other versions of Ahsoka Tano. In which case, you're just getting all this material for free. So we get gear to keypads and droid brains. This is going to be the main limiting factor on Relic 9. And you're going to be able to pay this off if they drop at a 50-50 rate, right? You're going to be able to pay this off within 8 events. It is looking to come back monthly. The Shadows of Perdia grow stronger. Assemble your best and step into the fight on October 31st, 2 days from now. Only those bold enough to face the darkness will claim its rewards. Our current plan is to have the event come back once a month. So we're looking at about 8 tries if we have a complete 50-50 drop rate before you pay back the droid brains. And then obviously over time, this event is going to pay back all the signal data. It's going to take a while, but it'll pay back all the signal data required to even go like Relic 9 Ahsoka Tano. So this is huge. Honestly, it's a good event. No complaints here. And we're getting it. And finally, after all this time, there's a reason to farm Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano. So, yeah, this is an absolute win and part of the economy update. Maybe, I don't know. They didn't say anything about that necessarily, but it looks to be close in line with that. I really think this is just an event that they already had put together and they were just waiting in the wings for things to balance out and other adjustments to be made towards era battles and things like that. But overall, it's a pretty, I mean, it's just a gift. We weren't expecting this. I don't know how many people were expecting this. I thought that ship sailed. I think a lot of people thought that ship sailed. But it's nice to be able to go ahead and start using these characters to go ahead and get resources. And honestly, we had another event come out recently, Pirate King Hondo's event, and it gives mod materials. I'd rather have droid brains over mod materials, so I think Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano just jumped high up in front of Pirate King Hondo in that regard. In a way, I mean, no, I think it just does. Mods are good, mods are important, but droid brains are more important. Signal data is more important. Arrow magnifiers, impulse detectors, those are more important. So yeah, I think it just jumps up there in front of Pirate King Hondo, because Pirate King Hondo was actually just about to like jump pretty high on the list of when to farm GLs, but I think this is going to make getting Pirate King Hondo easier because of the droid brains and stuff eventually. So yeah, very interesting here. I wonder how many more events they have planned like this. They're definitely looking to drop it for Halloween. Maybe they missed Halloween last year, so they were just like, okay, we'll wait until the new Halloween. But in any case, I'm stoked about it. It's just free stuff. I mean, everybody should be happy about this. Obviously, people are not just happy about this. If we just go down here, I read the first comment. It's like already people complaining. Look at this. Wow, only for whales. Finally an event for GL Ahsoka. At least somebody else is happy. You better give all GL a special event like this. It's unfair. Some get and some don't, make them equal. Wow. Very, very nice community. Don't you want to do things for the community? Anyways, I'll stop ranting. Okay. So make sure you don't spend your droid brains and other gear if you're close to getting Ahsoka Tano at Relic 9. You need to go ahead and push for this. Obviously, don't spend a crazy amount because you're only going to get so much from this event this one time, right? So don't do it if it's not worth it, obviously. But, you know, going forward, you should have a whole month to get the resources before it comes back again. Obviously, it is subject to change, but that's their current plan. What am I going to say? All right, if you got value out of this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and then go ahead and hit that notification bell so you all know when it goes live. I will talk to you all later. Bye.